Alrighty, folks, we're just getting set up here, making sure everybody can come on and making sure the bit rate is good before we get started. Sit tight, please. Feel free to share with your trader friends. Alrighty, folks. So, yeah, if you're just coming back from IT session with the smart money analysis, you're in the loop. You know what's going on. We're implementing our avatar system into with integrating it with our agents. Um, Essentially, the idea is that we're on the blockchain and we want to make sure that this type of education and this type of essentially mindset lives on and our great grandkids can keep watching us and benefiting off of not just the philosophy, but the thesis and essentially um, the fundamentals of being uh, ethical, um, being a good trader, uh, pretty much essentially everything that we stand for. Um, but yeah, so I'm just gonna it's gonna go over a bunch of things, but I feel like that's kind of a little bit too early right now. This is literally just like a quick demo of the avatar system integration. Most of it's in low-level code, so it could be as real time as possible, especially with the traders. But also once we get integrated with the actual sequence or the uh, the the other AIs, then they can actually take over this and use it um, so that we can continue our work. So yeah, there's a couple of other things like for example, when you're in the portal, you'll be able to activate translations. There's still a bit of work to do because it's low level. It's still getting worked out, but getting pretty close. Um, let's see here. There's definitely other things here, like we can toggle things And of course, it's pretty basic, but we're getting closer and closer. Especially you'll see that the I guess you can't see the translations here. Let me see if I can adjust that. thought I thought it's at the bottom of the screen. So, anyways, I'll show you another time. It's pretty fun. Without further ado, let's switch over to SPDas and get the live session going.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.
SPDas, we're ready to rock and roll whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and hello and welcome back, everyone. We are now just 9:30 a.m. Eastern now, just about 1.5 hours before the NY session just started. And let's continue with the story from where we left in the London session. Uh, Starting the Euro USD, I'll flip the chart on a smaller time frame so that we can see the waves more clear. I think we've done the plotting already, and I'm going to just shift it on a bit right inside. So it's let's go through once again. Maybe it's wave one and two, and one, two, three, four, and five. So wave three is still incomplete of the lesser degree, and then I'm going to shift the wave four slightly on the sideways, and wave five thereafter. All right, this what looks like. It's taking time. That's why we got to shift the path, but that's okay. Price action is moving as per the path that we have tried to project as per the wave theory. Now, if you look at this pattern here, maybe you can. That's a triangle again. A, B, C, D, and possibly wave E is going to come down, or it's already done. A push above that C point around 74 from here, a push above 74 will be a breakout and reach out to maybe wave three is going to let's try and project it in the fifth wave. Yeah, so it's looking towards 1.0298 or just about 1.03 handle, pretty much close to what the first resistance is looking around. Now these uh, wave degrees might change actually with respect to price action. Maybe we are just looking around wave three here rather than there. All right, so that we will adjust in the next session. But the good part is that Euro USD is on track for recovery, and recovery is not a smaller one; it's actually a large one. It's just beginning its new trend. Maybe around the next few days, if it rallies all the way towards 450, and on the in the inauguration day it drops down to a wave two, that would be the best one because that's the 20th of this month. Maybe if it starts declining around the 20th of this month or sometimes around the 20th, maybe we enter in the last week of January with a wave two bottom and ready to launch the third wave in the next series, that is February 25. So just trying to adjust or just trying to project with the time basis as well because we've got only one event lined up neatly, major event on the 20th, except the numbers coming out through the week. But we don't want to play, we are not going to place our trades based on that. Trading point of view, We are already long aggressively with a stop around 1.01. If you are joining right now, you can take the trade on the long side here, or allow the price action to break above 1.0311 and then enter on a dip. But okay, let's have a quick look on the daily chart, because remember yesterday we had seen the daily chart producing a doji or a pin bar. There are many names here: the doji, the pin bar, indecisive, whatever you can call. That's okay. But the most important thing is we had projected that the next day, that is today, high probability remains for a morning star to appear. I'm just trying to zoom in a bit. Let's figure out where the morning star would actually materialize or complete. We want a 60% of that bearish body. I think over here somewhere around 1.0286, that is, so 1.0298, that the price action which we just predicted or projected on the 15 minutes time frame, if it closes somewhere around that mark, then this guy is going to be a beautiful, it's going to be termed as a beautiful morning star. That would also confirm with respect to the candlestick pattern that the story is turning on the long side. Okay, we did it a bit earlier, but that is an aggressive way to trade. I mean, there's a lot of risk involved in that. But now, after having the morning star, I mean, and a corrective drop thereafter, I think that should be a very safe and with respect to the price action and pattern confirmation kind of a trading style. All right, so good luck for Euro bulls. The stop loss remains at 1.01. All right, let's flip the chart to the dollar index now. Let's see if price action is nearing 109.15, 109.17. I think it's already, it's making its move. We've got one, two, and three possible way forward and way five. It's making its move right now. So let's adjust and then give it some path. We are heading towards 1097. You never know. There's just about 20, 30 points left. Maybe in the next hour or so before we come back to Tokyo City overlap. I think the fourth wave of one less leave we have been taken out already. Okay. As far as the trading point of view, trades are concerned, aggressive trades have been taken at 110. If you are just joining or if you're waiting for the price action, then 109.10 is the right one. Okay. So wait until that price action, and then for a pullback, uh, this is going to continue, where at least towards that path 107.76. Remember, we were talking about 107.76 on the daily chart to be taken out in the next few trading sessions to confirm that bears are certainly back in control, and that's what we are beginning to. The story, you see, the story unfolds uh, time frame to time frame. First, it appears on a very low time frame, maybe a 5 minute or a 2 minutes, the first impulse, and then it materializes into a one larger degree on a 15 minutes, like what we saw. And then it materializes on an hourly chart, the impulse story. So it's like the grandson and the son and the great grandson and son and father and great and grandfather and then great grandfather. This is how the hierarchy goes. All right, so we are now beginning to see the first impulse probably being complete on the hourly chart soon enough before it gets converted into an impulse on the daily chart, and then it would be one one larger degree on the daily chart for us to re-enter on the short side on a pullback thereafter. All right, so we'll try and catch each small wave and then capitalize on the larger wave as well on the pullback. All right, stay tuned because all smaller waves are there to help us make some quick short-term profits. Okay, I would like to review pound before we go to gold. Let's see if the resistance has been taken out. Okay, now this just saw the chart and I would like to adjust it a bit. Maybe it's doing a smaller degree wave 2 here. All right, so trading point of view, I would like to go ahead and confirm uh, what's the price right now? 2172. I think this is a good place to enter. That's a 61.8% touch of the previous wave, and the stop loss goes around 1.2000. That's a 170 points of risk. We need to stay below that 1.2099 just to stay away from the noise, at least for now. But believe it or not, if this is wave 2 on the lower degree, then we are going to see a very sharp rally. In fact, that could be extended. That could be wave 3, and then wave 4, and it could be wave 5, something like this. All right. So watch out. What could be the next projected target? Let's find out. Let's take a simple Elliott extension around 2477 already. So that's very close to the resistance up there. The first one is around 23. So let's see if it's I mean the what shape is going to happen or what shape is going to occur or it's what shape is market going to take shape is left to it. We will review by the next session if we are what we've done is in line with what the shape market wants to follow. All right, but I think it's a good opportunity to get on the long side now. We are let me write it down. Potential longs somewhere around 1.216070. All right. So the trade is on the long side again in pound. All right, it's time for gold. I think it was while I was reviewing just before a while. It's uh, this is a three-wave decline. So possibly we might have another three-wave decline on the opposite side. See, three-wave rally, sorry, not decline. So the next wave could be an ABC. So it's going to be three down, followed by three up, and followed by five down. That brings us to 2620 zone. And let me also try and see if Fibonacci is matching. So the next trajectory for gold could be around the 2630 mark. Remember, if you are not trading or if you are not taking any positions, you're going to get an opportunity around 2680 mark once again, 80, 85 maybe. And then you can enter shorts, keep a tight stop loss above that 20, 27, or maybe even safer, stay about 2730 and take it around the 2630. We are planning to exit here in anticipation because we don't want to take a chance right now because we've already discussed gold has got one more leg higher left. See, this is wave 3. We are expecting wave 4. If the wave 4 is unfolding as a triangle, then then we'll be in trouble. All right, so better take some profits here. Say thank you very much. Possibly on the first turnaround, we'll get on the long side as well with a tight stop. Maybe we'll get that entire whole run around 26 to 31. That's a good one, right? For the next several weeks to come. All right. So that's how the story in gold is expected to unfold. A bit more lower, and then higher again. You never know if price action continues to drop below the 55 mark, then we are going to reach straight to 26.32. We take profits there. Okay. And the US 30, the Dow Jones, is pretty much the same. Nothing much to discuss. We don't have a trade setup right now. We don't want to go on the counter trend, at least for the indices. I like to play both sides, but for now we don't want to risk because major trend reversal is on cards. We'd like to have some patience and hold on until that 61.8% touch around the 43,900, 44,000 is met. That would be the right shoulder where we would like to sell again or enter on the short side. All right. Now let's have a quick view on coins. Actually, they are taking a breather. I think they're just taking a breather now. Well, if you keep on following these stories and you keep on watching the price action and the patterns that are unfolding, believe it or not, it sometimes after a good amount of viewing and practicing, it starts popping up so nicely on our eyes. Uh, See, it's taking a breather right now. Now maybe it's a wave four of a lesser degree. I'm keeping options open. There might be one more high left. Why? Because the RSI, normally the fifth wave RSI diverges. In this case, it is not diverged. So I would not be surprised if it goes and prints another high around the 97 mark and then drops lower for a corrective decline. That is quite possible. But in a brief way, this is the 4 hour chart. We've got a bottom now. The corrective wave four at minute degree seems complete, and the bulls or Bitcoin is now well underway towards 110, 124.25 kind of a mark. All right, I think the story would be same across Ethereum and Solana. Let's find out. Yes, Ethereum is slowly but steadily inching towards that resistance. That's what trading point of view. You might want to enter partial longs and then remaining on the pullback. But remember, please, the stop loss goes around the 29,000 mark, 2,900 mark, and the potential target around the 4,300. All right. Uh, Solana should be on the same lines. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Look at that small orange arrow. Still, price action needs to fill that gap. It's so amazing to watch. And I've been doing this God's grace with a long time actually. So it's not a surprise at all when you're on the right side and when you catch the trade on the right side, on the trend on the right side, then everything starts falling in place like like magic. So all in all, Solana, sorry, that infection has still not subsided. Some cough remains. Sorry. So that resistance to be taken out at 192 and then a pullback, that would be the best entry or optimized entry. But remember, please, even if you're buying partial now and partial lower, the stop remains around 169 or one or just below that, please. Whenever you're placing your stop losses, whether on the long side or the short side, kindly make a habit of staying below the low or above the high. Most of the time, the markets would come and retest those lows and highs as the fight between bulls and bears continue. And while doing so, they might just just penetrate a bit and take us out if we are at the low or at the high. So the idea is to stay away from the fight and allow them some room to fight before they pick up on the right side. All right, so a bit of sideways action continues in Ripple, but I think until prices are above the wave E triangle termination around 2.2, the charts are telling us a clear story that bulls are going to remain in control for coming weeks and take it up towards 3.7. All right, so I think we can bring it a pause here. And once again, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back again in a few hours to touch base at the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Back to you, Igor.
Thank you, SPDas. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
You're watching Forex Lens Analysis with SPDas, Elliott Wave Theory. Uh, you'll see that the transcription at the bottom there is not 1000% a hybrid of low level code, non-low level code. It's a bit of a smorgasbord at the moment. See if it picks up that word. But uh, but yeah, getting there, almost ready, and of course, we'll be hooking that up with the with all everybody, like the live sessions. So as I mentioned, we want to make sure that this is a um, perpetual system on the blockchain. So we're going to be continuing integrating the avatar system with the AI systems, with the XR system, etc. Of course, we'll be posting all the updates, including updating the white paper. So if you haven't checked that out, go to solana.forexlens.com to see what we're thinking about. We should have the wallets hooked up to that page at some point towards the end of this week, so holders can go in and actually leave an input. And of course, the Web 2.0 portal is going to get opened up to holders as well. We'll just be carrying over the live sessions and actually start doing the trade ideas as well as the portfolios, crypto portfolios, token portfolios, etc. So you can keep track and actually see what's going on. And as the days go on, the time series AI is getting hooked up. Like I said, it's trained on our live sessions and our past trade ideas. So that's exciting. Um, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back for Sydney, Tokyo at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we start the day all over again with London session tomorrow. If you're in Eastern Standard Time, you can do the math on the other time zones. I've posted them before. Trying to keep things as organic as possible, but our comms team is working in the background, putting better communications together so we could move with higher efficiency. I'd um, like to do things organically so that I understand exactly how they work. That's how I've always been. And I do automate. I do love automation, but my process is to be as involved as possible, especially early on before turning any of that stuff back on. As I mentioned, we've been doing this since 2016, and this is just the beginning. So stick around, make sure to read the white paper, and of course, your feedback is welcome. And we wouldn't be here if we didn't have that feedback from our previous members and current community. So we'll just keep going and going and building. That's what it's all about. Thanks so much for tuning in and see you soon.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com.